Assalamualaikum, hello everyone, my name is Dio Arpiyan from Accounting Study Program Organizational Structure. Definition, types, functions, and examples. Introduction. In the business and organizational world, organizational structure plays a crucial role in determining workflow, communication flow, and distribution of responsibilities. Without a clear structure, an organization is at risk of confusion, role conflicts, and slow decision-making. This material discusses in detail the definition of organizational structure, its main functions, the common types of structures used, and how to design an effective and efficient organizational structure. Definition of organizational structure. An organizational structure is a formal system that defines how tasks, authority, and responsibilities are distributed within an organization. This structure serves as a framework that outlines relationships between individuals and departments, enabling all parts to work harmoniously toward achieving organizational goals. Organizational structures are usually illustrated in the form of an organizational chart that shows the hierarchy of positions, coordination relationships, and reporting lines. Functions of organizational structure. Organizational structure not only acts as a formal guideline but also plays a vital role in daily operations. Below are the main functions of an organizational structure. Clarifying responsibilities. The structure defines who is responsible for what, allowing each member to understand their specific duties. Clarifying communication channels. With a clear structure, vertical and horizontal communication flows become more efficient. Improving coordination. A well-designed structure makes coordination between divisions easier, reducing duplicated efforts. Supporting decision-making. Clear lines of authority facilitate faster and more accurate decision-making. Increasing organizational efficiency. Proper task distribution enables the organization to run more productively and efficiently. Types of organizational structures. Organizational structures can be classified into several types based on managerial approaches and organizational needs. Below are the most commonly used types. 1. Functional structure. This is the most basic and commonly used organizational structure. Tasks are divided based on main organizational functions such as marketing, finance, production, and human resources. Advantages: high job specialization, easier coordination within functions, greater efficiency in similar work areas. Disadvantages: poor coordination between functions, limited understanding of the organization's overall goals. 2. Divisional structure. This structure divides the organization based on product lines, geographic areas, or customer segments. Each division has its own complete set of functions. Advantages: strong focus on results, fast response to market changes, suitable for large companies with diverse products or markets. Disadvantages: duplication of functions between divisions, higher operational costs. 3. Matrix structure. A hybrid of functional and divisional structures. Employees report to two managers, one for function and one for project or division. Advantages: high flexibility, efficient use of resources, ideal for large, complex projects. Disadvantages: confusing reporting lines, possible conflict between managers. 4. Line and staff structure. This structure combines direct command lines, line, with supporting functions, staff. Line managers have full authority over operations, while staff provides advice or support services. Advantages: fast decision-making, access to expert support. Disadvantages: potential for conflict between line and staff roles. Steps to build an organizational structure. Developing an organizational structure should be done systematically to align with the organization's vision, mission, and strategy. The steps include: 1. Define the organizational objectives. The structure should be shaped around what the organization wants to achieve. A nonprofit will need a different structure than a commercial business. 2. Identify key functions. Analyze required functions such as production, marketing, finance, HR, R&D, and customer service. 3. Divide roles and responsibilities. Assign tasks based on functions or projects, and determine who is responsible and who reports to whom. 4. Establish hierarchy and authority lines. Set clear lines of authority from top management down to entry-level staff. Avoid overlapping roles. 5. Create the organizational chart. Visually organize the structure, showing job titles, working relationships, and reporting lines. 6. Conduct regular evaluations. The structure must be reviewed and adjusted regularly to keep up with business and internal changes. Simple example of an organizational structure. Here's an example of a functional structure for a medium-sized manufacturing company. Java, copy, edit, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Production Manager, Factory Supervisor, Machine Technician, Marketing Manager, Promotion Staff, Sales Staff, Finance Manager, Accountant, Cashier, HR Manager, Recruitment Officer, Training Officer. This structure clearly shows division by function with a defined chain of command from the top executive down to technical staff. Factors influencing organizational structure. Several factors influence the design and complexity of an organization's structure. Organization size. Larger organizations typically have more complex structures. Organizational strategy. A differentiation strategy may require a more decentralized or matrix structure. Technology. High-tech companies often require flexible and innovative structures. External environment. A dynamic environment demands an adaptive and decentralized structure. Organizational culture. A collaborative culture may encourage a flatter, team-based structure. Common mistakes in designing organizational structures. Avoid these frequent errors when building or adjusting an organizational structure. Overlapping responsibilities and authorities. This can cause confusion and internal conflict. Too many management layers. Excessive vertical levels slow down decision-making. Lack of delegation over centralization puts too much burden on top executives. Poor documentation and communication. Even a well-designed structure can fail without clear communication.